Hello, guys, and welcome to another one. This one is going to be me taking this Orna balance patch. So let's see what it's all about. So it says this survey aims to gauge some community opinions on some regular topics that come up in Northern Ford Studios titles around game balance. The results of this survey will not be shared and will be used in conjunction with data to help inform some decision making on future balance of our games. Feel free to take part in the survey to help get your opinions to the team. Okay, so basically just basic instructions saying it's a survey. Might have wasted time reading that. Items within this survey will be split into three distinct categories: PvP, PvE, and other. Okay. Terms within the survey: damage multiplier, penetration, damage output, post defense, damage adjustments, damage weak to. So damn, so you know some Ultima questions are gonna be in here. Damage multiplier when enemy is weak to skill. Damage multiplier when enemy resists skill. Interesting. Okay. We will be monitoring discussion around this survey on Discord servers and Reddit for our games. We may add additional stuff. So if we have any problems or we think, hey guys, you guys could adjust this thing too because we've been talking about it a lot, then you guys can mention that to them. So yeah, let us get into the survey. So I guess I will share my reaction to them. To see in the questions, probably need to sit up. Ooh, my spliff fell. Actually, I'm not gonna smoke during this. Hold on. Okay, let us get into it. So what game do you primarily play? That is Orna. I don't play Hero of Aethric. I thought it was Heroes, but Hero of Aethric at all. What class line would I identify as my main? Every lol JK Mage. What level am I currently? So I'm level 0 to 74 on one account, then I'm level 150 to 200 on one account, 225 to 249 on another account. Okay, I think I'm 250, guys. If applicable, what is my highest Ascension level? 50 plus, I see. Okay, so some of them only have one question and then it's showing my email address. And honestly, this is my public email address to be fair, but everybody always tells me to hide my email address, so I don't know honestly. But this is my public email address, so it doesn't even matter. But yeah. So this is the first one, and it is a PvP balance question, and it says, in your opinion, which of the following do you think is true of the summoner class line in PvP? So those are what I chose. I feel like you literally have to be doing some multi-skill spell to hit a summoner. When you hit it, like first time, second time, even third time, like they get so much protection from the summons. Like you guys saw the graphics too. Like it's exponential how safe, how strong, how effective the class line is in PvP. Like I'm surprised this is a question, but they said they want our opinions too, and I do respect that. So don't get me wrong, I do respect that. I appreciate them wanting our opinions, and as they said, they'll be pairing with the data, and we will be seeing what happens beyond that. So, yeah. Oh. Okay, so this question says player versus player again on Blood Pact. Y'all ever gotten hit by a Blood Pact? Matter of fact, they don't even need it now because the summons, bro, the summons are so strong. It is a bit ridiculous. But Blood Pack, I'll be like, wow, what did I do to this guy? Like, I don't know what to say about it. It is like, I don't even, when I knew it was strong was when I was on my 5 Ascension Summoner with like rags pretty much. And I'm one-shotting people with it. That was before I discovered Ultima. And I was just like, wow, this is really effective. And it's like a one-turn one. So it was just like, click win, click win, click win. If somebody's second chance is click win, another click, another click. So that's what I thought about this one. I agree to this one. So yeah. So this is actually kind of fun because I'm getting to do a little bit of coloring. But let us wait. This thing right here, does that mean I can hide it? Scratch his head? Is that what it's saying there? I'm gonna look soon. So this one, what do I believe is true of the mage class line in PvP? Bro, mage class line in PvP is not good. Didn't we see the list? Like, didn't we see the list? I guess mage class line is broader now because mage class line can even be grand summoner mage. Mage class line can, but they're talking about iconoclast, bro. Come on, bro. How is that strong in PvP when you have to die for your iconoclast to be activated, guys? Come on. Iconoclast is like so not. You can't even get into iconoclast in PvP. It's like a useless passive in PvP. Think about it. Unless you have 1 HP, you cannot be utilizing Iconoclast unless it's a long ass fight. And as we were just talking about, fights last 1 to 2 turns. How is Iconoclast effective? Okay, yeah, gee, I guess it's effective now when I'm on 1 HP, but oh, I don't have Mystic Feather, so I'm gonna die the next turn anyway. Anyway, I don't want to get too... But it's just a weird question. But as I said, they're just trying to gauge interest. Do not take my reactions as anything other than reactions. I'm not saying anything. I'm not trying to form opinions, like public opinions. I'm just expressing my thoughts on it. And I feel like sometimes when I make videos like this, more people know about this, so more people can vote. Anyway, Ultima does too much damage. In PvP, when everybody people can have like 2 Ultima Amities, anti-Ultima Amities, 80% plus 80%, bro. People have 600k ward now, bro. Come on. Bro, sometimes I don't even use Ultima anymore. Between Ultima Amities, between all of the stuff that can reduce the damage further, between ward, and between freaking counter attack, bro, you go into an Ultima, all of a sudden you see this goofy ass motherfucker say counter attack. You know you're dead. Like Ultima is like, I used to love Ultima in PvP, but New Age, it's difficult. It's really difficult because you just never know. Everybody has an anti-Ultima Amity in the first place. I think the persons most affected by Ultima right now would be deities. Because even Heretic Aura has that multi-hitting spell that I would say is better than Ultima right now. So it does a lot of damage, but technically you either need to do a lot of damage and it's going to be a one shot anyway, or 2, it's not going to do enough damage for these people's 4, 5, 600k ward. So I'm trying to understand it. And then people have their amities that's reducing the thing by over 100%. Like, I don't even know how that makes sense. No. So it would be 80% of the 80% reduced. So maybe that was like 90%. I'm not going to try to do the math right now. But understand that this is a lot of reduction. Like, as I said, I don't have an opinion on it because my opinion isn't there. So I'm expressing my opinion now. Sequencer abilities. Oh my god, I've been complaining about sequencer these last couple days, bro. Not even days, months. It feels like ever since I started using a celestial weapon, I sequence less. And I have a thing, especially the dual cast. The dual cast. Quick cast too, but I don't know if there's something affecting, because I have a quick cast augment in my celestial staff too. So I'm not sure if it is something that is some type of interaction. I don't know. I need opinions on this one, guys. I don't have an opinion on that one for real. I don't have an opinion on that one. Okay. So it says PvP. So I'm I'm concerned with immunity and resistance modifiers when it comes to Ultima, as I said, because deities say they have a hard time with it. They say they can't protect against it, and I don't think that should be the case. I feel like you have Gilgas you absolutely cannot kill with Ultima. Like I struggle to kill some Gilgas with Ultima and some other classes too, obviously because of the protect chance of their pets. But like, if deity is just outright murked by Ultima, then something isn't right because I realize that it's usually proccing the weakness on them. And I'm not gonna lie, there are some tough deities out there that even it was it I forgot his name, but he was complaining about some deities out there that with Ultima he still was not able to kill. But I have not really faced, I hardly PvP honestly, so I hadn't faced those persons. I think I'm trying to remember his name, man. He has Hank Hill's picture on Discord from King of the Hills. But he was saying that deities are super strong. And didn't we? Well, maybe that was the overall. I have to remember what the info was and the info that they will share. That would be really interesting too. But that was my concern about it. The penetrative value, as I said, they reduce so much damage that, oh my god, would you really take away the penetration from Ultima 2? Like, everything already reduces so much damage. You got adornments that reduce ultimate damage. You have the amethysts that reduce ultimate damage. You have stuff that can block the damage straight out. You have stuff that can reflect the damage straight out. Like, you can prepare for it. You just need to see somebody say casting and you just put on counter attack and you can win. Does that make sense? Like, I'm trying to ask a few questions myself here because I'm not understanding what problems people would have with it. But as I said, I hardly PvP these days, so I guess I would have to learn what is going on. So this is just me asking stuff. Feel free to drop your opinions in the comments. And as long as you're respectful, I'll be respectful. If not, then obviously I will be disrespectful. But I feel like that is just a given. Like, this is the internet. The elemental weakness damage modifiers. No. You see, because I don't see us proccing elemental weakness other than except versus deities in PvP. So that is something I'm not really sure. Maybe I'm not processing it properly. So it says there are too many gears that can boost Ultima. It doesn't say there are too many gears that can take away from Ultima. That's interesting. That's not that. I mean, obviously, there's gonna be a lot more that is going to be damage boosting because you have to even add buffs and stuff. But there are a few things that, like, one thing is taking away 80% of the damage, and that thing can have two of those things on it. So, like, it's just weird that you make stuff already that completely nerfs the shit out of something, but then it's still a problem because some people can't get it. That's why I didn't like Amethyst in the first place. If everybody does not have an equal chance to get the Amity, then it is just like the game is just, it's just out of hand, in my opinion. Like you don't even know, like you could be the same level as somebody, the same ascension levels, even higher ascension levels, and that person is way stronger than you regardless because they understand and because they were lucky enough to get this amity or that amity. And amities last pretty much a week. I've never seen amities duplicated. So it's just weird, and just the effort you have to put out to amity farm, like, it's just a lot. But hey, I don't know. Okay, so we're at another one now, Valhalla class line, and this one was really one that I actually did not have an opinion on. I really don't have an opinion on this one. I hardly PvP, as I said. I'm not sure, honestly. I find that well, that's because I'm 250 and I'm pretty much against all of the persons who might know how to use the class. But I find them to be really good. I find them to be really good against, like, especially if I'm doing a damage build and if they're tanky. But I don't have an opinion on this one, guys, honestly. God, okay, spike shield. Oh god, yeah, that, like, spike shield is ridiculous. That's just another, like, so this is my thing why I don't understand why they are putting Ultima in the same category, because there's no defense against Blood Pact that I know of. What's the defense against Blood Pact? Somebody leave it in the comments. As far as I know, there's no defense against Blood Pact. You cannot build up enough defense against a proper spike shield from a strong person. So the Blood Pact, one shot kill, one turn. Spike shield, one shot kill, one turn. Ultima is not one shot, one turn. Ultima is one shot, one turn. What, for 20% for when quick cast? And if you are not strong and they have any type of amities, or if they have adornments, you are going to be in for it, because you're going to be hitting 5, 6, 7k with Ultima, and then you're going to be like, what's going on? Like, what is the defense against Spike Shield, and what is the defense against Blood Pact? I would love someone to tell me. Okay, guys, so leave that in the comment section. But I agree to this one. I think the damage could be reduced. Okay, so now we're at the section that covers Ascensions. Interesting. So this is the Ascension section. And honestly, I hate Ascensions. Let's try to actually read this, because it's a survey, and I imagine all the info that the context that they're giving before they ask the questions are important. So this section covers Ascensions more generally and is a fairly divisive topic. It would be. Initially, we wanted to tackle Ascensions in the last balance patch, though received some fairly strong pushback due to lack of alternative existing endgame loop. With the introduction of Towers of Olympia in its base form to be evolved, yep, we know, we got faith in you. We believe it's important to deal with Ascensions before it becomes an out of reach topic. And I'm going to go ahead and say I agree. We don't take any proposed changes to Ascensions lightly, and if we decide to do anything around Ascensions, we want the community to know. We'll give a lot of lead time so that you are aware of the changes before making them. This is to be considered the initial notification that we are strongly considering tweaks to Ascensions, and we'd like to engage with you all on this topic. Awesome. Let's make sure any discourse you'd like to have on this topic is reasonable, clear, and most of all constructive. This is a message to me, guys. I swear to God. If this is not a message to me, then maybe I am maybe I'm a narcissist. Maybe I think things are about me when they're not. But isn't this about me, guys? Come on. Isn't this about me? We'd desire and expect that our community do not use this as an opportunity to use poor language towards each other. That's what I'm saying. I want us to go forward being constructive for real. We all love the game, and we know that the passion comes out when we start arguing about it, which is why I don't want to argue about it. I just want us to talk about it. So let's talk about it. So they say, let's work together on this tough topic. In your opinion, what is the largest issue? Oh my God, I hope I can click multiple. They are individual class-based. Oh God, yes. They do not have a hard cap. Oh yes. They do not have diminishing returns. Honestly, if they had diminishing returns, that would be even worse. I don't want that, no. I mean, like, then I'd need 100 to get 50 again, and then all of a sudden it's 30%. Or 0.3%. Not 30, right? 0.3. Well, they are active in PvP. I don't really care about that, but honestly, I think it is a problem because you have to think about it this way. If you want a balanced PvP, that means you want everybody in the community to be involved in it, right? And you know that some persons are going to be doing stuff more often or with more vigor and more conviction than others. So, say Charlie over there wants to get 100 Ascension levels. I don't think he should be punished because he wants to do that. I think that he can do that, yes, and it should have a hard cap so Charlie can finally be free of that activity. And at that point, then I think if you could do Ascension PvP and non-Ascension PvP, that would be awesome. I think if there were two different modes to PvP, so Ascension PvP where everybody is just free for all, you're using your Ascension levels, and then PvP without Ascension, and this would be the skill-based Ascension level thing, and then this would also come into alignment with the balances to the Blood Pact and the Spiked Shield and all of that. So that's my opinion on it. I think that would be a very interesting one. I just feel like it's never going to be balanced if people are just left to do it without some type of cap, because we know that people like a challenge, myself included. I love a challenge, but like this challenge was just getting out of hand for me. I know that people are more dedicated than I am, and we've seen that. I stopped ascending a little while back, and I've enjoyed the game more ever since. So I feel like the end game loop shouldn't be like that passive gain of strength in such a way, like perpetually. Then I feel like it needs to have a limit, and then there's something else. Alright, there are no problems with the Ascension system as is now. These are the type of questions. Why did they put this in there? They said, let's try to be constructive and not cuss and stuff like that, right? Right? Bro, I'm triggered. Bro, if somebody tells me they think that, I'm going to be like, I'm kidding. No, let's move on, because I really am not kidding. Because that's ridiculous, guys. Do people really think the Ascension level is fine as is? Okay, let's not. In your opinion, should there be a cap? Yes, there should be a. I believe that. Okay, so let us see. So they're asking us now, should Ascensions have a hard cap? I think it should, as I just answered, and I think that cap should be 75. I feel like that's like a median range that is like, it seems accessible. When I think of 100 as an aspiring level 250, even coming up, like when I think of 100 Ascension levels, it just seems ridiculous. It just seems like I don't even want to do that. 75 seems like once you reach 25, then 50 seems attainable. Once you reach 50, then you're like, wow, I really did another 25. And then you notice that 25 was harder than the first 25. So at that point, you're like, but then you would still do another 25 just to say you've done the rest. No, am I going to do another 25? And then at 75, no, I hear that it's 100. Am I going to want to do another 25 at that point? And does the character need to be twice as strong as his base stats? Even the 75 is a stretch. I'd say 50, honestly. But I know that if I say 50, people are going to be like, oh no, Ray, blah, blah. But honestly, I think 50 would be a great one. I feel like 50 would be a great hard cap. That would bring such an immense feeling of accomplishment, and I feel like that is something that a lot of persons could achieve. And I feel like if 50 is the hard cap, nobody can be too worried. Like once you're 20, 30 Ascensions in, even if you don't have the best gear, you can go head to head with somebody with 50 Ascensions. So at that point, maybe PvP, like the Ascension topic behind PvP, wouldn't be that bad. Like, I don't know, but I think 50. I accidentally already chose 75, but I'm going to go back and choose 50, honestly. I don't give a shit. I think 50 would be awesome as a hard cap, and I feel like I would even ascend multiple accounts because at that point I could experiment, and then I could experiment in the other classes too. I can actually start ascending the other freaking classes because it's not like I'm just gonna ascend one class to 75 if the hard cap is 75. Then you're gonna want to do the other classes. And am I going to do 5? Are there 5 or 6 classes? Let's work with 5. Am I going to get 75 ascensions on every class? No, but I would get 50 on every class, and then classes could stop hating on each other because we start using all the classes again, guys. We start using all the classes again if the hard cap to ascensions is 50. What do we need more classes for? Seriously. What do we need more classes for? What do we need more classes for? Or what do we need more ascensions for? Or what would we be complaining about if everybody was ascending every class like I think we should be doing? I never agreed with this. One class should be good at every single thing. I like role playing. I like one class being a tank class. I like one class being the pet class. I like the damage class, the magic class, the hybrid class. Why does one class have to do every single thing perfectly for us to be happy? I want to ascend every class. I want to play every class. So the second question after this one is, if there should be a soft cap, what should it be? And I chose that I don't believe Ascension should have a soft cap. So yeah, and I don't need to talk about that because I just don't think we should be ascending anymore, especially if it's diminishing returns. It's a spit in the face, especially because it's harder now to gain every level going up, and I'm not even getting the same 1% anymore. No, soft, nope. Anyway, PRP. So I was trying to do something, guys, and look what happened. What's happening with my screen? Like, oh my. But basically, guys, the final question was if Ascensions were to have a hard and a soft cap, if we would, what would it say? If we would be okay with what numbers, and they had 25 and 50, and I would be okay with that. Fuck it, I don't care. I would be okay with 25 and 50 as the soft and hard caps. But honestly, I don't want it to have a soft cap because I just want to get the 1% from everyone. But if they wanted to do a compromise, then that would be my compromise. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and see ya.